Today we're going to look at how to start your first video. We're going to do it really simply. We're going to look at the equipment. We're going to look at a basic script. I'm Richard Nazar, and I enjoy helping people grow their YouTube channels. So for equipment, unless you have a good income and don't mind spending the money, and some people, they got lots of money and they don't mind spending several $1,000s on equipment. Most of us don't have such means. So one way to lose money on a YouTube channel is to buy expensive equipment and then quit. And 90% of YouTubers quit after 6 months. So what can you do? Well, I'd recommend you start out inexpensively. That way you're not running out of money or wasting money. So for example, I'm doing this on my iPhone. I started out on my cell phone. Actually, the very first time I made a video, it was on an old iMac I got used for $50. And it only recorded in standard definition.
Here are a couple of examples.
What about adding and removing these? Well, quite simply, we click on Finder, and then we go to Finder Preferences, and then we go to Sidebar. So you see here these ones are checked, and the ones that are checked correspond to the ones that show up here. And what happens if I uncheck them?
I was also too shy, so I didn't put myself on the video nor my voice. So they were silent videos that were very fuzzy. And I actually got something like 6 subscribers from just those videos. Now I use my iPhone for a more practical reason. I went out and bought a webcam. Let's see if I have it here. Let's see if it's here. I went out and bought this webcam, and I found out that as a webcam, it only does 4K at 30 frames per second. And it also doesn't show this. It just puts the picture of a camera lens there when it's in webcam mode. Every other mode, it shows a nice picture there. So I found out that my iPhone has a 4K mode over here. So my iPhone before was doing high definition pictures, and they were good, but I wanted them in 4K, so I bought the other camera. Then I found out during researching things that my iPhone is capable of 4K at 60 frames per second. So I compared the two and found out that the iPhone is actually the best camera I have. Now I'm using the camera at the back. There are ways of, I can't see what I look like, obviously.
So if you're able to see the back of your phone when you record, you can get a mirror like this. It will reflect and show what's on the back of your phone. It has a cold shoe mount adapter. You'll need something with a cold shoe mount. And for me, what I did, and I like this clamp very much, here's a tripod mount with a cold shoe mount. I like it. Got a cold shoe mount. I like it. It works very well for my needs. So to make sure that, my hair is okay, nothing in my teeth, that kind of thing, I bought a desk mirror. The reason I bought this huge thing, you'll notice is extra large, it was the cheapest price. So I'm sure I could have found something else. A makeup mirror would have did fine. You could get them at like a dollar store. Now when I first started recording, I just simply propped the iPhone up against my monitor. Now I've got a tripod. This is one that sits on the desk. I like it. It works really well.
Now for audio, you need really good audio. It has to be crystal clear. People will tolerate all kinds of bad pictures if the audio is good. At one time, they used to tolerate bad audio, and there are many successful channels that actually have humming and everything else in the background. I found that USB mics, for some reason, did not work very well. I found these headphones, which I got from MPOW. The website is xmpow.com. They have a really good noise cancellation on that microphone. So I live in a light industrial area, and it removes the background noise quite nicely. I then went out and purchased a lavalier mic. This system is pretty good at noise canceling. I saw a demo where a guy went out on an extremely windy day, and when you put it in quiet mode, it really does get rid of the background noise. It's very good. Are there better ones? I'm told there are, but they're usually around the $300 mark. I find these quite good for my needs. And like I said, as I get a better budget, I'll buy better equipment. I found a lot of USB mics aren't very good though. They have a lot of background noise.
This is my one exception to the I don't like condenser microphones rule. I bought this because I was going to use a teleprompter software and it needed to hear my voice, and it didn't have to be high quality because it wasn't being recorded, so I just picked the cheapest microphone I found. Somebody else had recommended this type of microphone. You can also get it for 3.5 millimeter plugs. I'm an Apple fanboy, so I need the lightning connector. Now it picks up the background noise. I have a dryer in the background, and previously somebody was pouring a drink. So it will pick up a big hum when you use it to record. But I have ScreenFlow 10, and like most editing software, it has a reduced background feature. Now if I put it to its default, which is 80%, this is what you get. It's at 80%. I like the quality of my voice with it, and it reduces the background noise. Now here's what it sounds like unfiltered. Oh, it would help if I spoke. This is what it sounds like unfiltered. You'll notice the big hum in the background and various noises. And now this is what it's like at 100%. And I like that the background noise is gone. I prefer my voice to have a better, richer quality. So now I'm going to go back to the default of 80%. And here we go. I like my voice. It has a richer quality when I use this, but I set it to the 80% to remove the background noise. So I would recommend this. It's very inexpensive, low risk for you, and I like the results.
So now let's get into scripting. Now you can use a teleprompter, but if you don't have a teleprompter, and a lot of people don't use them, make notes. I don't use a teleprompter yet. I'm still debating it. I just make notes. I might script out the hook and the intro, but normally I just do everything point form. So here's some tips. Don't do a big, "Hi, I'm Richard Nazar, and I was raised on a farm, and I'm so glad you came here to blah, blah, blah." People don't care. They want to get to the meat of the video. You can leave a hook. A good hook would be something like this if you're doing a video on scripting. Hi, we're doing a look at scripting, and near the end of this video, I'll also show you how to keep your viewers engaged and how to have them want to watch your next video. What you want to do is have people view your videos for more than 30 seconds. You want 70% of your viewers to stay there for more than 30 seconds. After your hook, you can do an intro. Hi, I'm Richard Nazar. I like helping people become financially independent if they choose. And the way I choose to help them is to help them grow their YouTube channel. And then if you have other credentials, like you've found a method of getting 1 million views on your channel, that's a good thing to introduce if it's applicable to the video. And then you put in the high value content. That's the meat of the video, where you try to teach them things and you explain in depth what your video is about. That's the whole meat of it. And at the end, you don't do the long thank you, you do a segue. So for example, this is the segue I'm going to give you. Watch what I do. And watch how I end, because I just end after I'm done the segue. So this segue is, after you've made a few videos, you'll find that something happens. Like nothing happens. There's no views, there's no subscribers. I call this the YouTube desert, or sometimes I call it the no views section. To learn how to take advantage of that, because there is a way to use this for your benefit, take a look at my video in the upper left.